Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Anime Over Analyst here, and today I'm going to be reacting to the one and the only Professor Kuro's Asta Rap called I Will Fight, and he's featuring ChewieCatt. That's actually really amazing. I haven't heard ChewieCatt since the Zuko rap, I think, with Divide Music, so it's been a hot minute. Just gonna do a quick shout out to video editing by Dakudu. Awesome. He just had a Royal Knights cipher come out this weekend. And so I recommend checking out his Royal Knight cipher as well as my reaction to it. And then, of course, thumbnail art by Shoto Todoroki because he's literally doing everyone's thumbnail art recently. Like, holy cow. That's insane. Always good. And seeing if there's anyone else. Mix and master by Professor Kuro. Nice. All right. I just want to give a quick shout out to Professor Kuro for sending me an early link. That means so much to me. You have no idea. Just being a small channel and having someone of your size just giving me a link. I have no words, but just thank you. All right, let's jump into this, shall we? I love Black Clover, and Asa is one of my favorite protagonists of all time. I'm loving this slow build up with the guitars. Are we going rock here?
Mata, 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 till I'm top of the throne.
Nice.
You top of mata, mata, put the blick to your dome. Step to Clover, leave you all black while I'm wielding the robe. Black gold parade through your mana zones when you fuck with our own, yeah.
Nice. So the Mana Zone is kind of like everyone's kind of like their own natural element. It's kind of weird to explain, but imagine like an entire room, and that room consists of the element that the wizard can access, and so they can bounce all over the room. That's kind of how some of these magic knights seem to be able to just fly out of no reason or step on air. Meryl Leona is a very good example of using mana zone. So when he's saying there that if you mess with one of our own, we'll step through your mana zone, he's saying we don't give a fuck about your room, your whole protective bubble thing. We're gonna go right on through it. I love that. Asa is one of those characters, and one of the images here is where right here, like where Asta, Luck, and Magda literally just ganged up on Longris as Longris was about to kill Finral. So very powerful moments, and I love that just connection there. And I'm loving this rock vibe here in the background. If you know me, I love my electric guitars. I just guitars, electric guitars, and pianos. I love all three.
Black gold parade through your mana zones when you fuck with our own, yeah. Never go with power in the war with magic towers. I could never be a coward, cause the future's always ours. I trade every hour, even though I fit with sour to defy destiny. That shit will never get to me again.
To defy destiny, that shit will never get to me again. I love that because Asta's trying to be the Wizard King or Magic Emperor, depending on if you're trying to read the manga, and he has no magic. He has no mana. And so he's literally defying destiny, saying, yes, I'm going to be the Magic King. I don't even need magic to be the Magic King. That's what Asa is. And he literally shouts in the face of destiny. He's like, no one's going to bring me down. I love Asta so much.
That shit will never get to me again. You thought they had me broken, but now I was a fool. Forgot I had friends who apply the same rule. What affects one affects the whole crew. What a crazy leap of luck that the kid drew.
What a crazy leaf of luck that oh, I love that. Because Asta's actually like let's just say the whole Black Bulls is like a huge family, and you really get to see how much of a family it is when Asta shows up and really starts changing how everyone thinks. And yeah, it's just crazy leaf of luck. That's an interesting bar because the leaf of luck is the 4-leaf clover, but Asa has 5. So which contains the devil, of course. So maybe that one's going over my head. Let's see what he said beforehand. Unless he's referring to Yuno, which is a possibility. But I love this what affects one affects the whole crew because Literally, when Asta had his broken arms, as you saw in the video, everyone went in searching for a cure. Even Ghosh, who like is in love with his sister. So, and I won't say in love with his sister because that's actually a misnomer. He's very overprotective of his sister, and the fact that he goes out of his way for Asta actually shows a lot of character growth in Ghosh.
The whole crew. What a crazy leap of luck that the kid drew. Our hearts are pure, eyes and idols to rivals, not suicidal, but I'll spit into the faces of title nobility. Who look down on my family, but with this black clover, it's my back that they'll all see.
Nobility that looks down on my family. I love the image here of Asta grabbing onto Noel because he, like I said earlier, he considers the entire Black Bull Guild as his family, and with the nobility looking down on his family, it's not just the whole class system in Black Clover where nobility literally looks down on the poor and unfortunate because the poor don't have any mana. So that's part of it. Like even his family at home, they're looked down upon. But even when in relationship to the Black Bulls, you know, in this seed, he literally starts dissing Silva, you know, Noel's over brother, because he was, you know, smack talking her, and Asta's like, nah, we're not standing for this shit, man. I love Asta. He's so cool.
This black clover is my back that they'll all see.
I will fight through the day. I will fight through the night. I will fight to reach the height in time. I will fight through the pain.
Wow.
I will fight for all life. I will fight to reach the ground. That's mine. That's mine.
I love that pullback there, because the first hook, like, I'm just loving Chewie's vocals. First off, like, I love Chewie's vocals, and the first part there was sheer determination. You know, that's Asa's character. He's always first and foremost sheer determination. I will be the Wizard King. But then that whole back where it's like there is some doubt in Asta, and he's constantly fighting that doubts, and that's the one criticism I have with the anime itself, is that they don't really showcase Asta's inner doubts, but they do a really great job in like the EDs and the OPs really showcasing Asta's negative emotions. I'm just saying that throughout the course of the anime, he's mainly positive, go-lucky, which isn't bad for a shonen protagonist, and that fits his character. I just like seeing some of the darker sides because it makes him more human, in my opinion. So I like that pullback there because it makes the character Asta feel so much more human and so much more connectable. See now, is Chewie gonna get a verse here, or is he just doing the hook?
That's mine.
Are we doing a key change here? Well, what are we getting here?
Captain Yami always told me to break past my limits. With the strength that I've gained, I should be in Guinness. Beyond that, I learned about
the strength that I have gained should be in Guinness. Like, for all you young lads here, I say that as a 24-year-old. The Guinness Book of World Records is literally like the world records, and he's saying, I'm so powerful, I should be in this book. I should be the number one, which is, I mean, just take a look at this photo. This dude's ripped.
Guinness. Beyond that, I learned to bond with those outside my village. So I sat and told Henry all the things that I've witnessed about
I love that.
Trying to find a way about Hime and the chase of Valkyrie.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love that. I love how he's going through the whole Black Bulls. Oh, I love that. How he, about Gray and, wait, the first one was Henry. Let's go back.
So I sat and told Henry all the things that I've witnessed.
Yes, because Henry was the character. He's the Black Bulls member who, is constantly sick. He's got this kind of curse where he takes in everyone's mana. Well, since Asta doesn't have mana, he doesn't get affected, which is so great. So yes, he even brings up Henry, who for some reason, he never brought up to anyone else. I think he just assumed everyone knew who Henry was, but no one did. So I love that. And then we got about Gray and how she's trying to find her way. That's also true. She's embarrassed all the time. And we're starting to get her out of her shell more in these most recent arcs. You know, how we found out that she's an arcane level wizard and she's got some hidden powers that they're like, we know that your powers is transformation magic, but we think there might be something else to it. We're not sure. So I love that. And then we got
Gray and how she's trying to find a way. About Hime and the chase to Valkyrie.
To Valkyrie. We got Noelle and her whole... Noelle's character was directly influenced by Asta. Like, she was kind of the stereotypical tsundere, but Noelle, she gained confidence in herself to stand up to her siblings, and by that confidence, she was able to don the Valkyrie armor, that kind of represented her mother as well. So I love that whole change because it's really showing how Asta really influenced all of these Black Bull members.
About Secret, she's been here since Zero.
I love this too, about Secret, who's been here since 0 day. Literally, like, Secret, spoiler alert, if you haven't caught up with the anime, which if you have not, what are you even doing? Secret's Nero. And Nero, not only has she been here since day 1 of the anime, I believe, and even the manga, but Nero was literally with the first Wizard King, and how she gained the curse by sealing the Wizard King up, and she's been around a lot. Sakurai is like my wife. And now I guess I'm not afraid to admit it. Normally I don't have waifus, but I love Sakurai so much.
Okay, in the rage we let display when our Finral's almost slain.
Literally, what I was saying earlier. Our rage when we displayed when our Finral was almost slain. Oh, I love that word pun, because when I was talking about how everyone was practically ganged up on Longris, and just how they all said, that was during that Mana Zone bar. Yeah, we all got pissed off. I love that.
It's the bonds that I made along the way. Magna, you know, Mary, man, what I gotta say. You really showed me there is hope for better days. With my 2 hands,
nice.
Y'all rise above my rank. Wait, the power that you have is...
Holy cow. Who's this? Oh, it's still Professor Kuro. Holy cow. What are we doing here?
Rise above my rank. Wait. The power that you have isn't even yours, so quit. Anti-magic but a gift. I don't care for all this lip. I know the future's in my grip, and I'm not scared of any fucking demon with the fam at my hip. We'll see how long you have.
I love that.
And I'll go deaf, cause my power really isn't yours to spend. My key tells.
I'm loving this back and forth because he's going back and forth between him and Libe, the demon that's in that 5th leaf. And I love how it almost seems like this whole song up to this point is trying to convince Lehman, the demon, yo, this power's kind of my own. This is how I influenced everybody. And I love that because technically I think the anti-magic, or at least the swords, is Libe's power. Yeah, I think it might even... The whole anti-magic is Libe's power. Like, Asa literally has no powers. And so there was a whole, I guess, subplot where Libe had to kind of barter. He literally, Asa had to do a deal with the devil, literally, and that's how he kind of lost an arm. And then other stuff. So I'm loving this go back and forth. I love it.
My key tells me that we'll be a king among men. Don't worry,
oh, I love that.
Even in the end zone. I
will fight to reach the height in time. I will fight through the pain.
Oh, I am so sorry for the camera.
I will fight to reach the crown. That's mine. That's mine.
I love that pullback though. Great job, AMV Dakudo, art by Shoto Todoroki, and featuring ChewieCatt. Everyone did a fantastic job. Oh, I love this song so much. So cool. Thank you so much, Professor Kuro, for allowing me to react to this early. So, trying to prevent overexposure to my camera because it's a crappy camera. That's on my bucket list to purchase a new camera. But I'm just going to quickly say thank you for that. Link this reaction or this track is fire. It might be my favorite Asta song. It might be, actually. I do like Divide's Black Clover. I think that's the name of his Asta song. I really do like that one. But everyone else, I don't think has done this as much justice as you did, Kuro. Like, holy cow. I think this was I think this is my favorite. So far, I love how you embodied Asta's ideals. Alright, so yep, that's gonna be it. I do apologize for the weird camera issues coming in late. That happens when the sun comes out. I know, I'm like a vampire. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me. I'm the Anime Over Analyst, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.